Yo, what up, Street Dogs? Eric Kim. So, my thought. Life is the ultimate RPG, meaning, like, what better challenge is there to be engaging with the real world, trying to level up, kill the monsters, get the loot, experience points, become stronger, whatever it may be, to gain experience points, increase your attribute points. So, like, I don't know about you, but I'm like a big fan of Diablo 2 was like my game, and I love the paladin. You know, I love the notion of a paladin, like kind of like this like badass knight. You get the weapons, you kind of get the, you know, you're fighting all these bad guys and you're trying to, you know, catch or get some more like special weapons, and you're trying to level up and you're trying to get more experience points. And think to yourself, how do you actually level up in a video game or an RPG? So the basic notion is, progressively, you got to keep fighting more difficult foes, more difficult bad guys. If you're just attacking level 1, you know, imps the whole time, you ain't gonna level up. So you got to keep pushing the edge, push yourself to fight enemies where there actually is a legit chance of like dying, but through your skill and your exertion, your cleverness, you're able to win and overcome it. So certainly the first thing is, let's say you're playing Zelda, right? Like the OG Super Nintendo Legend of Zelda. You start off in your house. Can you imagine if, you know, the video game was like you stayed in your house for the rest of your life? No, that would be boring. It's like, what is Link up to, right? Link, the goal is to leave the house. He's looking for the weapons. He's trying to find Zelda, you know, become a hero, whatever. And so if you think that life is the ultimate RPG and then you're the hero, shouldn't we kind of take the same approach where, you know, to simply stay at home and cower is kind of the bad option, and the best option is for us to actually go up, try to level up, and actually try to, you know, stress ourselves and try to have difficulty and stuff. Whoa. That's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. All right, so basically, I'm having so much fun with these different angles and stuff like that. So yeah, if you think about life as the ultimate RPG, you know, you want to just like keep exploring, you want to keep conquering, you want to, you know, obviously we're not going to go out and like kill people, right? That's not it. It's, you know, I kind of like the idea of fighting metaphorical monsters where you're fighting fear, you're fighting indecision, you're fighting, you know, social prejudices, stereotypes, racism, sexism, classism, whatever it may be. And so certainly, like, we need connection with reality, with embodied reality. And there's a story of Antaeus the giant. You know, the Hercules comes and he pulls him off the ground and squeezes him to death. And the basic notion is real life is about being tied to embodied reality, where you can't just be experiencing life from the comfort of your own home. You got to go outside and experience the real world. And this is where, you know, I think, you know, like video games, you know, I kind of grew up video games and it was fun and stuff like that. But certainly at the end of the day, the most fun is to be out in the real world, talking to real people, and like kind of exposing yourself to real life danger, to what Nassim Taleb calls it, like literally having skin in the game. So the problem with video games, there's no skin in the game. You could, even if you die in a video game, there's really no negative consequence. You could just restart. And even if you're playing Diablo 2 in hell mode, obviously that sucks. You know, you lose the game, you get killed, you lose all your loot, you can start up from the beginning. So that's obviously sucks. But you could still, you know, just restart and create a new character. For us, we only have one self, one character. This is it. There ain't no respawning. There ain't no like, you know, just getting magical potions. There ain't no like Phoenix Downs, right? There's essentially, it's just, this is it, right? And so what is we to do? So what are we to do is that we got to take ourselves and think of ourselves like the ultimate hero, the ultimate character. And what is the point of a hero or character? Is we want to level up ourselves, we want to get stronger. So how do we become stronger? Once again, contact with reality, talk with real life people, lift more weights, eat more meat, intermittent fast, drink more coffee, things that stimulate you, things that stimulate your ideas, your bodies, your soul. Go a little bit off-road. Don't just take the same path you typically take all the time. And you know, even for myself, I tend to get stuck on autopilot mode where I walk the same paths, I eat the same foods, I think the same thoughts, I read the same books, but certainly a little bit of throwing a wrench in the sprocket or whatever is kind of a good thing, because it seems like the best ideas in life and the experience in life is when we delight in change. So even this whole like Corona thing happening right now, it's altered and changed my life in very interesting ways, and I'm very grateful for it, because I've done things that I've never done before, thought of things I've never been thought of before. Even going to the park and like throwing around rocks. Just go on YouTube, search like Air Cam rock toss video. It's hilarious. It's like, yo, I'm like spending all this time going to the gym, lifting weights. And when's the last time I did something more childlike, which was like go to the park and just kind of like pick up a rock and see how far I could throw it. So it's the ultimate functional fitness. And actually I had the idea, I put the fun in functional fitness. So this is kind of fun. But anyways, even other benefits I've personally had is like I'm walking around and it's like my friend Tim says it's kind of like an episode of The Walking Dead, right? Like during the day there's like literally nobody anywhere, and the benefit for me is I could walk, I could think in peace, I could blog and vlog in peace, and so I'm more alone to my thoughts. I feel less socially awkward, because you know, believe it or not, to walk around with a camera facing yourself with a big boom mic on top makes you kind of look like a crazy person. So yeah, it's nice that I'm just able to just like focus on myself and whatever. So yeah, know in life you want to level up. So if you have an option of staying at home playing a video game and going outside, opt to go outside, take social risks, talk to strangers. You know, obviously don't go around like licking doorknobs, whatever, but know that in life, the ultimate RPG, use the hero and see what kind of metaphorical inner monsters you could conquer.